I just quickly want to introduce you to the Usborne reading section, learning to read section. There's quite a few books here, so I'll quickly go through it, but there's so much information, so if you want to know something, just send me a message or just check out their website. These books come with a parent guide as well. It's the Parent's Guide to Usborne Very First Reading. It will tell you how to use the books and how it goes from easy to more difficult. It starts all with the phonetics, so connecting a sound to the letters. Developing that awareness is kind of the first step of learning to read. They're cute little stories, very simple, a lot of rhyming, which is fun for the kids as well, and alliterations. So Kangaroo at the Zoo is just a little one, but this one is Cow Takes a Bow. It's a combined story, a combined book of 6 stories, which is great value because this one goes for $17.95 and the books separately are $8.95 or $9.95, whichever you choose. This is the very first reading chest, I call it. It's 15 books. It's the very first reading. So it goes from book 1 is the easiest, and it goes all the way up to 15. So once your child gets to 15, she or he will be introduced to all the different sounds and letters. Just to show you, it's a dual reading book. So that means that the top here is read by the parent, the bottom is read by the child. Now if the child is having difficulties or has not been introduced to some letters yet, you can just read the top and you can still follow the story. Each of these books at the end have little puzzles as well, so that makes reading a lot of fun as well. So and it makes them pay attention to the story and not just the letters. The very first reading library includes these and several others of the same level. On top of level 1 and level 2, 2 reading books. So level 1, obviously, very first readers, not too difficult, nice pictures and big letters, but they should be able to read them on their own. Is good. And again, each story is followed by a little puzzle, a few little puzzles. Now there's so many in this series. It's great, and even now I've started to read these to my son. He loves them just because he can choose which book to read, and they're small, so they're really nice for tiny hands. Level 2 as well is in this reading library. And it's a bit more difficult than level 1. Again, a ton of stories. Now this first reading library has 50 books in it, and it will cost 110 or 112 something. Either way, it's fantastic value because it combines all of this and then quite a few level 1 and level 2 books. So if you want to get started seriously with reading, I definitely recommend that. But if you're not too sure about the books, just order 1 or 2. Let me see the very first reading. These books go for $7.95, and the level 1 and level 2 books, each of these little ones as well, are $7.95. So the chest is definitely, is definitely good value. Okay, I hope to have introduced you to this. If you have any questions, just send me a quick email.